everyone, it's Maria. I'm here in Epcot to explore the Taste of the Food and Wine Festival that they've got going on here. It's kind of a condensed version of their regular Food and Wine Festival. I am not going to lie, this is the 4th time I've been back to Epcot since the phase reopening started. So I have a lot of favorite items that I'm really excited to get today here at the festival. I've identified my top 5 favorite items. Yes, I've eaten a lot of them. And we're going to check out all 5 of those items today. I'll let you know what they are. We'll have a ranking from 5 to 1 and check out Epcot. So let's get started. Here is a look at the menu at the Citrus Blossom. I am here for the Orange Cream Shake. It's from actually Flower and Garden Festival, but they still have the Orange Bird sippers available. They are not sold out, so you can still purchase one of those if you haven't had one yet. And I'll let you know why the drink made our list. I just found a great socially distanced spot. If you come off of the main walkway, right behind Islands of the Caribbean, you'll find all these tables, these picnic tables you can actually sit. Kind of overcast right now. I think the rain's starting to roll in, but for right now it feels amazing because I'm not sitting in the direct sunlight. I'm gonna enjoy my orange cream slush. You can get this in the Orange Bird sipper cup like I mentioned earlier, but if you're like me and already have one, they will sell you just the orange cream slush drink itself, and it's absolutely worth it. It's $4.50 just for the drink and $15 for the sipper. So I'm gonna dive into this and we'll see why it made the list. So although it is described as a slushie on the menu, I don't really think that's the right word for this. It's definitely more creamy than a slushie is. It does taste just like a creamsicle. I would equate it to a cross between a slushie and an ice cream, but definitely creamier than a slushie. Because when I think of slushie, I just think of kind of that crushed up ice with syrup, but that's not at all what this is. You can see how creamy it is. It does melt really quickly, but it's a top favorite of mine because again, it's super approachable. It's really, really, really available to a very wide palette. So someone who's 3 years old could love this, and someone who's 70 years old could come here and love this. They can even share it. If they're in the same family, of course, during coronavirus, you can share it. But it is really, really flavorful. It's got all of those nice, smooth, cool textures that you want right now when it is 90 some degrees out here today. And I found this really socially distanced spot to enjoy it here, overlooking World Showcase. So definitely check out the Orange Creamsicle Slushie. It made our list of top 5 for very good reason. It is so tasty. Catch up with you guys at the next stop. Just as I finish my orange cream slush, here comes the Princess Cavalcade. Cute. Hi, Minnie. Hi, you guys look great. Hi, so good to see you. Bye. These cavalcades just pop up randomly. You never know when they're going to be coming by. So when you hear a loud fanfare of music, head out to World Showcase, the main walkway, and you'll be sure to catch the Frozen Cavalcade, the Mickey and Minnie Cavalcade, the Princess Cavalcade. So be sure as soon as you hear that fanfare to head out to World Showcase. All right, I just got another item that's on the list, the Impossible Slider. I found these socially distanced tables. Here is the slider. It's completely plant-based. So this is awesome. It tastes exactly like regular burger meat. It is so good. I've had this in the past. Like I said, I've had all these items in the past. These are just my favorite. Oops, table's a little shaky there. There we go. But this tastes exactly like ground beef. It is so delicious. I'm gonna bite into this and let you know why it's on my list. Okay, so this is, I think, my third Impossible slider of this festival. And this one's just as good as any of the others. They have a wasabi, what they call cream, on the bottom, but it's not cream because the whole thing is 100% plant-based. And the spicy slaw is not really spicy at all. I have a pretty high tolerance for spice, but I can usually tell when things have a kick, and this doesn't even have that. All it has is a flavor profile, which is awesome because it adds kind of a creamy texture instead of having cheese on there. It's completely plant-based, as is the slaw, as is the patty. And it's on a sesame bun, and this is a great option. It's $5.25. I'd say it's about a five bite slider. Nothing massive, but that's the point of all of these items here. And this came from Earth Eats, right across the way here in World Showcase. And as you can see, not too many people passing by on the main drag there. So although this is the Norway Pavilion and the Frozen Ever After attraction is all the way across the path, way in there, the queue starts all the way out here. It is posted at a 40-minute wait time right now, but as you can see, they do have these social distance markers on the ground, making sure everyone stays 6 feet apart. And this is where the line ends right here, where this cast member is holding a sign. And this seems like a crazy long wait because on a normal day, if it was stretched out this far, that would be something that you'd never ever wait in. It would probably be 3 hours. But right now, just because everyone has to stand so far apart, the queue seems like it stretches a lot farther than it actually does, and that probably will be a 40-minute or less wait. Checking in with an update about my mask. I said earlier that this is the first time I'm wearing my Disney mask for a full day in the parks. I've worn it to run, you know, a few errands here and there, but never for a long, full, sweaty day in the parks. I'm beginning my second loop around World Showcase, and I can tell you, just like any mask, it is warm. Your face does sweat underneath it, but that's every single mask. I think it's really comfortable. I've actually kind of put a stitch here behind the ear loops because it was a little loose on me when I got mine. I ordered mine from Shop Disney, but they are becoming available in the parks. If you're an adult or if a teenager, you know, who's pretty tall, you're going to need a size large. I'm wearing a large, and I'm only 5'2", and I would need a large size. A medium would be way too small for me. They're definitely more for, you know, younger teenagers, tweens, and children, especially the smalls, and you can even get a toddler into a small, which I think is great that they make sizes that small. But for adults, you're definitely going to want a large. Some men even may want an extra large, which Disney has started to produce now. But I feel really safe in this mask. It's got the 2 layers, one layer to absorb my spit or anything that might come out of my mouth, and this outer layer that's slightly waterproof to protect me from anyone else's that might have gotten out in the air. So I feel safe in this mask. It's comfortable, kind of forms to my face, and they cost $6 for one, or you can get 4 for $20. Okay, so we just arrived here at the Brazil booth. I just got my Brazilian cheesy bread. There were about 5 parties in front of me in the line, all socially distanced. Of course, I felt safe in the line, but it's probably one of the longest lines that I've seen as we walked around World Showcase today. The rest of the kiosks are really not getting too much business, which is great. You feel safe, you're able to walk up and be the only person in the line. I got my Brazilian cheesy bread. It is priced at $4.50. I'm gonna take my mask off, sanitize, taste this, and let you know why it made the list. I'm a couple bites into my Brazilian cheese bread here, and I want to give you a look at what the center looks like. It's definitely not a bread texture. It's not that dried, you know, already baked texture. Because it has so much cheese in it, the center is actually gooey. It actually has a cheesy consistency to it. So if you're expecting a solid roll texture, that would be incorrect, and that's one of the reasons that I like it so much, is because it is so packed with cheese flavor. Another reason that I like it is because it's served nice and warm. I never have gotten cold Brazilian cheesy bread here, but this year I feel like because they're not making a ton ahead of time, because there aren't that many people here, you get a nice hot order every time you order it, which is really, really important. And another reason that it made the list is this is a really kid-friendly, approachable option. This is definitely going to be one of those items that any palate can enjoy. Like I said, it's filled with cheese flavor, it's plain, there's nothing in it other than, you know, delicious gooey cheese, and that is the reason that it made our list. Tip for you guys. I just sat eating my Brazilian cheesy bread here under the cover of the Tangerine Cafe, If it's a quick serve location that's currently serving, you won't be allowed to sit at those tables unless you order from that quick serve. But the Tangerine Cafe is not one of those quick serves that's open, and they still have all of their seating out. And we were the only people sitting under here. I felt really safe taking my mask off. And a good general tip, that's where the Brazil booth was right there. Take a couple steps away from those food booths after you have gotten your food. If there seems to be too many people at these tall tables that they set up, take a couple steps away. Chances are you're going to find a spot in the shade that has a lot less people at it. So we're gonna keep walking here, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. My final 2 items bring me here inside World Showplace, which is serving as the Taste of Food and Wine Festival's Festival Center. We've got Carol back there, sounding incredible on the piano, playing some Pirates of the Caribbean. I came here for the mac and cheese. Here's a look at their menu. They have gourmet mac and cheese. They have 4 different types. And some drinks. I'm here for that top one, gourmet macaroni and cheese with garlic and fine herbs. Sounds delicious. I've had it before and I can't wait to try it again. I just got the gourmet mac and cheese from the mac and cheese booth here inside World Showplace. I've had it before, like I said, but I'm really excited to try it again today. See if it holds up. This has been and always has been this entire festival my number 2 item. So let's see if it's as good today as it has been. The gourmet mac and cheese. It's 5 out of 5 stars as always. It's such rich cheese sauce on there. It is definitely hot. It is definitely fresh. It has been always. There's some nice seasonings in there. I can definitely taste some parsley, definitely some basil, definitely some garlic flavors in there too, and they have nice breadcrumbs on top to give it some texture. Every time I've had this is the 3rd time I'm having it. It has been a standout item at the Taste of Food and Wine Festival, and I would highly recommend getting it inside at World Showplace at the mac and cheese booth. It's delicious. I'm gonna finish up eating, and you'll get to see what my number 1 item is at this year's festival. All right, my number 1 item from this year's Epcot Taste of Food and Wine Festival is the Liquid Nitro Chocolate Cake Pops. You can get it in plain chocolate, you can get it with M&Ms on top, or you can get it with Twix. I've never had it with Twix before. I've only ever had it with M&Ms, and I've had it a few times. But I'm gonna try it with Twix to see if it's just as good as the M&M flavor. It's from the Desserts and Champagne booth here inside World Showplace. So I'm gonna check out what a Twix Chocolate Nitro Cake Pop is all about. Thank you so much. Ha ha ha, look at that. I'm gonna go back to my table. I'm gonna eat this bad boy. All right, so after trying the Twix Nitro Cake Pop for the first time, the Twix version is just as good as that M&M's version. It's fudgy, rich, almost like brownie-like cake in the center. Not like a normal cake pop like you'd think. And that outside is hardened chocolate that they've dipped in, and it's so cold, and it feels so good on a hot day. But my favorite part, for whatever reason, is that the back of it is not hardened. It's still kind of melted chocolate, as you can see there. So you've got the cold on the top, the nice gooey, fudgy cake in the middle, and then that unmelted chocolate on the back. It is a fantastic dessert for $4. It's a really big portion. It's a good couple of bites here, and absolutely worth the trip into World Showplace. It's the number 1 item for me from this year's 2020 Taste of Food and Wine Festival. We're gonna head back outside here pretty soon. It looked like the rain was rolling in, but I'll catch up with all of you before we head out of Epcot. Thank you everyone for tuning in to our top 5 Taste of Food and Wine Festival video today. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you agree with liking the items that I like, or if you disagree, if you have a different top 5. I'd love to know. Or if you haven't been here yet this year, let me know what you're most excited to try. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you liked it. There'll be plenty more videos to come. And check the next screen for ways you can contact me. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for the latest video releases. When you're ready to return to the magic, I'd love to help you get here. Contact me at msalerno@mickeitravels.com. All my services from quote to final booking are always free. See you in the parks!